All right, so at this time, the court's going to appoint Mr. Gersten to represent you, Mr. Bellisario, in this matter.
You're right. One other matter.
Oh, is that Bradley Bellisario?
Yes.
Okay, Bradley Bellisario, 20 CR 039342. Mr. Bellisario is present here with his counsel.
Yes, again, Your Honor, Marla Renteria, bar number 12479 with the Public Defender's Office. Unfortunately, Judge DeMonte had a conflict in this matter, so this case needed to be transferred to this department. And because the Public Defender's Office doesn't appear here, we need to have a contract attorney appointed in this matter. I believe his indigency has already been established. Appointed. I do, just so the record's clear, Your Honor, and whomever you appoint, I have his contact information over to counsel. I also, the state was kind enough to provide me a new declaration of arrest, but I do not have the full contents of the initial discovery. A private attorney had subbed in way back when. We handed everything over to them. They withdrew and did not in turn hand everything back to us. So what I'm handing over is the limited documents that I have that are still left in my file.
Okay, looks like that was Mr. Goodman that had appeared at some point in this case.
And then I believe counsel subsequently hired him, and then there was a withdrawal.
Another attorney, Brian Reardon is noted.
Yes.
And Horvath. Wow, we've had several attorneys appear on this. Okay. All right. So let's see. This is a 2020 case. So what?
There was a global negotiation that was occurring in other matters. I believe that Mr. Bellisario is in the process of potentially withdrawing the plea in those other matters, or considering whether or not they can be applied, which would then mean if that deal fell apart, this case would then need to proceed forward with litigation. If somehow that deal ends up going forward, this case was contemplated to be dismissed pursuant to those negotiations. So we're still we're in the waiting period with regards to that other district court case.
Okay. All right. So at this time, the court's going to appoint Mr. Gersten to represent you, Mr. Bellisario, in this matter. Mr. Gersten?
I'm sorry.
You're being appointed to represent Mr. Bellisario. Mr. Bellisario is coming to us from Department 10, where they're on a conflict. So he's here with us. So you'll be appointed to represent him. I'm not sure if you've been paying attention to the discussion here, but there's another case pending for Mr. Bellisario that contemplates dismissal of this case. Whether or not that happens, I don't know. You need to look into that. There's been multiple private attorneys that have appeared on this case, according to court records. So what you've just been handed by the counsel here today is not necessarily the complete record for this case. So you've got your work cut out for you, Mr. Gersten, to make sure you get up to speed on this case and get all the information. And we'll go ahead.
Goes unpunished, Your Honor.
That's right. So let's see. Do we know what date the other case is set for?
So it was actually on today for confirmation of counsel in that case.
Oh.
So I'll tell you. So what was you gonna say?
Okay.
You have an attorney on the other case?
So right now we're scheduling to see if I can get counsel. What's going on? So there was 2 district court cases. One is set for today for that. The other one was last week. She gave me more time to find new counsel, so I'm assuming it's set for April. But then I'm going to be filing motions.
Okay. What is the next date set on his district court cases? If we can figure that out to set this after that.
So I don't know the new date in the case ending, or C354165, that was on today, so I don't have an update on the next court date there. I will look at the other case.
I think you mentioned in like an early April date. Do we have that? On this case, he said.
No, there's a JC Soil case that's in negotiation.
Yeah, that was the same. It was going to be dismissed if the thing went forward, but they sent it out.
Okay, so there's also another JC case.
There's
2 other JC cases. All right.
So, yes, Your Honor, so it looks like, so two of his district court cases were on today, so we don't have to be on what happened there. But, the third district court case is set for April 5th.
April 5th. All right, let's set a status check on negotiations for after April 5th. Is that the first day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the.
April 6th.
8:30?
April 6th at 8:30.
Thank
So
you, Your Honor.
hopefully we'll have an update on all those cases at that time.